Well, hey friends, we are currently in Disney World. I wanted to do just to hang out, get ready with me. We are in the little bathroom because Felicity, our 3-year-old, is actually napping. We're about halfway through this trip and this is the first day she's actually napped. Thank you. We really needed this win. 3-year-olds are no joke anywhere, whether you're at home or not, it doesn't matter. 3-year-olds are so much work. Anyway, so right now Genevieve and Tyler are swimming. So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time. I wanted to film one of these while I was here. So oftentimes, like this time of the day, midday, we'll shower or we'll freshen up, depending on if we were swimming. A lot of times the daytime, of course, is incredibly hot in Central Florida. Very, very humid. So I'm going to share with you guys, and of course I will share every bit of makeup that I brought with me. I've actually had this bag for the longest time, and it was sent to me 6-7 years ago from IT Cosmetics, but then I've just been adding some little patches to it. I should add some more eventually, but this is my favorite one, little Marie. Anywho, so I actually brought more makeup than I usually do, is what it is. I also brought my brush bag that I showed you guys in my travel favorites video. So yeah, let's get ready together and chit chat. Popping in to thank today's video sponsor, which is Aura Frames. Father's Day is basically here. If you have not gotten a gift for the dads in your life, it's time. I feel like dads are notoriously hard to buy for. They either already have everything or you just don't know what to get them. There's always the classic ties, coffee mugs, socks, whatever. But I have an idea for you that I really feel like the dads in your life will love, and that is the Aura digital frame. So Aura Frames was actually just named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, and I totally understand why. It is one that we personally own and we have also gifted to other people in our lives, including our dads. It is a Wi-Fi connected digital photo frame. You can upload unlimited amounts of photos and short videos, and you can do that all remotely from your smartphone. It's super easy to set up. You plug in and share away, and the Carver matte frame is the one that we own and the one that we've gifted that is so beautiful in anyone's home. And I just feel like whether you live in town with them or maybe you live close, either way, it is something that they will cherish and look at every single day. A cute story, a couple of weeks ago, we were at home on a weekend and Tyler was adding some photos of the girls that we had just taken to his dad and his mom's photo frame. And literally within, I think, 5 to 10 minutes, he got a text from his dad that was like, "Thank you so much for the new photos on the Aura frame. I love it. I'm loving seeing the girls." So I promise it is something that everyone in your life will love, especially the dads in your life. So Aura has a great deal going on for Father's Day right now. For a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by going to auraframes.com to get $30 off their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's the one we love. So that's auraframes.com. Promo code is Jessica. And you can support the show by mentioning me at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. I will have the link to save the $30 and shop Aura Frames down below and in a pinned comment for you if that's easier to find. Thank you so much to Aura Frames for sponsoring this video. So I'm basically just going to show you my routine. This has been working actually very well, holding up to this high heat, high humidity. So I'm going to share that. Take my advice if you want or don't, but there's one drugstore thing that I do at the end that has, I think, really been the game changer, and I've never had a product like this, so I'm excited to share that with you. So first up, Naturium Vitamin C Serum. This I've been using for a couple of weeks. I like having vitamin C serum with me on a trip, especially if it's going to be super sunny, because, I mean, it can help counteract the effects of the sun over time, and I don't know, I love starting my makeup routine with a vitamin C serum. So I don't like not having it for a week, you know. It's kind of the same. Like I bring my vitamins with me on a trip, you know, like I don't like missing my multivitamin. I also threw on the Treehut Vanilla Lip Mask. I've been loving this stuff. It smells so, so good. It's like under $10. Now we're going to take a sip of coffee. It's like 4 p.m. We're doing some 4 p.m. coffee. We're going to go to Epcot tonight to just enjoy Epcot. We did Animal Kingdom this morning and we were going to do Animal Kingdom some more. I'm going to put on, okay, this is new to me and the cap broke. See what I mean? And then that's detached. So it's been everywhere, but I've actually really enjoyed this. It has colloidal oatmeal in it. It's from First Aid Beauty. It's their hydrating sunscreen milk with colloidal oatmeal. So I feel like if you've got inflamed or sensitive skin, it's just kind of nice. And that way it can be a little more soothing. But I've loved, it's so lightweight. I'll usually do like 2 layers. But I have not had, knock on wood, any sun on my skin. And we have been in the sun, waiting in lines and stuff. So I've really enjoyed this. Yeah, and it's just so lightweight. Like it's just so easy to apply. So one thing, depends on how quickly I'm getting ready, like in the morning. But one thing I have been enjoying using is the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. The other one I love from e.l.f. is the green sticky one. I can link below. I can't decide which one I like better. They're just a little bit different. I feel like they both do help with the wear time of your makeup though, but I think I might like the green one a little bit better. But I've just been kind of applying this lightly, especially in the middle of my face where I feel like things typically wear off. It just makes the makeup sit really nicely on top. I don't even know how I'm gonna get this thing home. It's like truly, I think I'll just have to, I have some Ziploc bags. I think I'm just going to put it in a Ziploc bag. And another shout out if you have kids and you're in Disney or like a theme park or wherever. I bought this a while back. It's a little, it's like glitter powder and it literally, I don't know how well it'll show. Oh, I have it closed. Hold on. It sprays glitter. So I'll spray this in the girl's hair and it looks so fun. I'll do it in my hair sometimes too. I've used this on many a trip and I mean, I'll have this forever. I feel like I'm never going to run out. Do you want a little peeky inside? I know I love looking in people's makeup bags. I just feel like, I don't know. All right. So this is where I have 2 different things I do. So in the daytime, in the morning when I'm getting ready, this is what I'm putting on. It's the Erborian BB Cream. I love this. I self-tanned before the trip and I actually self-tanned again last night. So my body is a little bit darker than my face. You might not even be able to tell, honestly. So this shade is my like self-tanner shade. Oftentimes I just mix them, just kind of depending on the level, like the self-tanner fades, you know, so. But this product, regardless of the shades, the product is so beautiful. It looks so much like skin. I've loved this for, I want to say maybe year and a half now, and I've gone through full bottles. Like I review makeup here a lot. If you're new around here, that's a big bulk of what I do here, and it's not often that I actually use up a face product like this. So I love it. It's got good coverage. So I'm just going to kind of mix it on my hand. Actually, no. See, this is where it gets a little tricky because the other thing I brought when I'm freshening up for the evening, I'll usually just use this to kind of top it off because I'm not always taking all the makeup off. Usually I'm just kind of rolling with it. I was gonna say riding with it. Anyway, the Huda Beauty Easy Blur is so gorgeous. It's similar in look. I feel like it's got a little more coverage and that's why I like it in the evening. It just feels a little more, but the reason I like the Erborian during the day is because it has that extra SPF protection, whereas this one doesn't. So I don't think you can go wrong either way. They're gonna have a similar look either way, but I'm gonna use the Easy Blur because it is evening. It is a little bit deeper than my skin tone. I don't know, this I feel like works even when I don't have self-tanner. It's like a chameleon. I got my little holder for my sponge. I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's freezing in this hotel room right now because of course we were like very hot when we got back from Animal Kingdom. We all kind of took like a 10-minute nap and then of course Sweet Felicity sleeping longer, hopefully. But you actually probably can hear the sound machine. So if that's, you're hearing it, sorry. Nothing I can do about it. No way I could be filming this if I didn't have that on. What was I gonna say though? Guys, you gotta keep me on track here. Yeah, absolutely freezing. Yesterday we were at Hollywood Studios and it started raining and it ended up raining kind of off and on, but it was like a deluge of rain. And we made the mistake of not checking the radar. Like we didn't even realize it was gonna rain. We luckily had our rain cover for like the stroller. So all of our stuff was fine. We were just wet, like it was what it was. The kids did not care. They were splashed around in puddles. They were having the time of their life. So it just, you know, we hopped from indoor thing to indoor thing. You know, that's just the nature of Florida. But we were so cold. And I happened to have brought, we were going to go to Fantasmic there. I happened to have brought the girls' sweatshirts because every time we go to Fantasmic, no matter what the weather was like during the day, they're always cold. And so I thought to bring it, and I'm so glad I did because, you know, we were at a restaurant and it was when you're wet from rain and then you go in the AC, it's, you know, it's freezing. So that worked out really well, but I was so mad that I didn't have my own. So now I'm cold in here and I'm like, okay, I've got my own here in the hotel. So I'm putting it on. I might bring it with me tonight to Epcot, but I don't think it's supposed to rain. This time I checked. Yeah, we didn't bring our ponchos or anything. Like Usually we're on top of it, but it hadn't rained like that yet this trip, so I think it just wasn't on our mind, you know? But if you are curious of our tips, of like best tips and tricks with Disney, we've taken the kids to Disney. I don't even want to tell you the amount of times. It's embarrassing. It's part of our job, part of our, like, you know, we have our, first of all, our Disney podcast, shameless plug. It is called Disneyville. We post every other week there. There's a video version on YouTube you can watch, and we include video of everything we're talking about, and it's really fun to watch, but you also, of course, can listen on wherever you get your podcast. We recently did an episode about our top hacks and tips and tricks and all the things for bringing kids, any age, baby, toddler, kid, to Disney. And we really do, I think, have some very valuable information you maybe have not heard from other people. So go give it a listen. If you're watching this and you're like planning a trip, definitely check it out. I got to figure out what I want to wear tonight. That's the other thing I always joke with Tyler. I'm like, I feel like Disney World is a 2 outfit a day kind of experience. Like, I try to pack light when it comes to clothing, and I just can't, because you will always sweat through your outfit in the morning. And if you're planning on coming back in the middle of the day, which we usually do, especially if you swim and then putting back on your sweaty outfit from before, or just leave, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. The idea of that makes my skin crawl. So we end up with 2 outfits. So we actually were planning on doing laundry today, and we totally forgot. We're at the resort called Pop Century, which is one of the value or like cheaper resorts. Like, they have different categories: value, moderate, deluxe. This is the value. We love it because it's on the Skyliner, which is like a sky gondola that can take you to 2 of the 4 parks, which is amazing. You don't have to break your stroller down if you have like a single lane stroller. That is huge, because the buses are the other ways to get around, and you have to break the stroller down, and you know, you've got your bags and all your stuff, and it's just, yeah, so it's so nice to be able to do Skyliner. So we'll get to Skyliner to Epcot tonight, and I'm so excited. So the other thing I've been doing for, well, no, I won't do this yet. Let me do eyes. This has actually been the thing I've done, I think, every day that we've been here, putting on this Maybelline Single Shadow. I absolutely love this. It looks so pretty on. It looks so dimensional and kind of expensive. It's called Nude Glow. And the other things I use, by the way, the Natasha Denona Concealer. This is just a go-to of mine. I absolutely love. Very long wearing, very high coverage. And then I use the e.l.f. Wow Brow for the brows. So I just put it on this way. I'm sure this lighting is, it's okay. I feel like it's like a little bright, but I just think this color is so pretty, and it ends up looking really pretty in sunlight too. So I just apply a bunch on with my fingers, and then I'll blend it with a little brush, but I haven't noticed creasing with it. I mean, I've loved these shadows from Maybelline for quite a long time. The peachy color I love from them as well. And then there's like a, I think, more champagne color called the Glow Down, which is also gorgeous. And then sometimes, especially like in the evening, I'll grab my NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. I love this so much. And I'll just get like a little creasy color. So I might grab this kind of rosy taupe shade. But honestly, during the day, I've just been doing that. But at night, I feel like I want a little more shadow, you know? You can do whatever you want. I kind of predicted that I would end up doing no eyeshadow at all and just doing like a kind of beige color all over just to blank it all out like I typically do. But I don't know. I've been vibing on that Maybelline shade. So eyeliner-wise, these are huge when it comes to like something long wearing. I brought the Lancome 24-hour like waterproof liner. I did just do a dupes video, and I did find a dupe for this at the drugstore, and it is just as good. Just because I chose this one. Like, they both genuinely work just as well. I'm just using both up. Love both. Would repurchase both. But you really can save the money. The reason this and the other one are so amazing is because it stays in the waterline so well. The one thing I will give the Lancome one, where's my little puff? First of all, I got eyeliner on my puff, and I like put it on my face, and then I had like a strip of that this morning. I think it's dried and gone now. I tried to wipe it off. Anyway, the Lancome one is, I think, slightly easier to apply. It's just slightly creamier, but it is so slight. And if that's worth the difference in price, I don't know that it is, but just want to point it out. I do think that part of the Lancome one is a little bit better, but blends so easily if you want to kind of smudge it out, but it will stay all day. We went to a water park our very first day, and we went to Blizzard Beach. This eyeliner I'd put on, it was our travel day, right? I put this eyeliner on at, I don't know, how early were we at? 5:30, 6 a.m. It did not budge through the water park, and I wasn't going like wildly underwater or anything, but nonetheless, I was getting my face wet. Did not move. It's crazy. If you are interested in, I feel like this is like a video of a ton of shameless plugs. Sorry, but it feels wrong of me to like do a video talking about this and not share the other pieces of me that involve Disney. You know what I mean? So we vlog all of our trips to Disney. We go a couple times a year. And so if you're into that kind of content, we are vlogging. We've been vlogging all day. We've been vlogging this whole trip. They're on my husband's channel, which is Tyler Braun. I can link below. By the time you're seeing this, the first vlog from this trip might already be out. So if it is, I'll go ahead and link that. You can check it out. You can see what else we're getting into. You can see all this makeup in action, you know? So love that. But then I will go in with this liquid liner. This is new to me. It's the L'Oreal Infallible liquid liner. It says up to 30-hour wear. Again, this does not budge when I use it. So that's pretty incredible. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with the mirror so far away. I'm gonna try to do it over here. How about that? Does that work? I gotta use like the mirror. There we go. Anyway, it's been a really fun trip though. I feel like it's been a little more low-key. Our goal with this was like, you know, a lot of times we come a lot. So our mentality on Disney trips is just gonna be different than people that, you know, you're going once in a lifetime or once a year. But for us, since we film it, we go a lot and blah, blah, blah. This time we were like, you know what? We know with the 3-year-old, it's going to be difficult. So we're just kind of going with the flow more. We're trying to let go of like these expectations of like the way we used to tour the park. And like we had reservations for like at least one one restaurant every day we're here. And we ended up canceling half of them just because we realized these first few days that it's so hard to stay on like a very specific schedule when you're battling like trying to get a nap in or trying to fit in some swimming time during the hottest part of the day and like those kinds of things that I think really round out a trip and make them really fun, because the parks of course are like the main event, but the things that you end up remembering, like the memories from a trip, are oftentimes not necessarily in the park and riding a ride. Oftentimes they're at your hotel or in the pool or, you know, whatever. Anyway, so we've been trying to be way more relaxed. Not that that's come naturally this whole time, but that's been our goal. I'm curious if you're watching this. Are you like a Disney person? Are you just watching because you watch my makeup-y videos? Maybe you're more into makeup. Is this your first video of mine you're watching? I'm Jessica, by the way. If it is, I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious where you guys are coming from. Okay, so I brought 2 mascaras. I really should have just brought the one. Tower28 Mascara is a favorite of mine. It has been for years. I've realized the reason I love it so much, it's a tubing mascara. It does not come off when I cry, when my eyes water from like allergies or getting sunscreen in them, whatever, and not from like swimming or anything like that, or not from sweating. Like it just stays in place, but then it comes off easily when you're ready for it too. So what I've been doing, because this one's getting a little old, it's getting a little dry, is I've been starting with this Makeup by Mario Master Mascara. I wouldn't buy this again. Now that I've tried it a little bit longer, it's just okay. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's enough alone for what I want. So I've been starting with this and then topping it off, kind of brushing it through with the Tower28. I'll try to do this one. But I definitely feel like when you're thinking about if you're going to a theme park or whatever, and you want your makeup to be sweat proof and budge proof, I've realized that for me, having a little bit more of a defined liner on, I don't do this for every single day. I mean, I would if I had more time, I think. But anyway, but I do think it photographs better than when I don't, especially if it's a photo from a little bit farther away. So also thinking about that piece. Okay, I say that and then it like applies beautifully. Well, like I said, it's not bad. I just don't know that I know that it's not a favorite of mine. I wouldn't buy it again, especially at this price point. I do appreciate that it's a firm brush and not a flexible one. I get so annoyed with flexible brushes. I feel like, does the Tower28 one have a flexible one? I forgive that because the formula is incredible. I've definitely learned over the years though, the Tower28 one is a very like divisive mascara. You either absolutely love it or you really do not understand why people love it. So it's kind of funny. I happen to be in the camp that I love it, but you know, some of you guys have tried it and you're like, what? Like, why do you like, I just do. Probably my most repurchased mascara to date. But I do feel like when I put this on top of another mascara, it almost like seals it in. So like none of the mascara is going everywhere if I get wet or ride a water ride, whatever. I can't believe she's still sleeping. It's amazing. It really is. We're definitely encroaching on the age of like, you know, dropping naps soon. I'm sure mini naps are dropped, but you know. Also, I met one of you guys. I got a new toiletry bag, by the way. It's a little bit smaller than what I typically use. It was really inexpensive on Amazon. I can link it below. I'm really liking it. I like this like light purple and ivory color. I don't remember, they had a medium and a large size, and I think I got the medium. I would be kind of curious to try the large, but everything I needed fit in it, and I was shocked. It was fuller because some of the stuff I've taken out, but I was like, oh, this is not going to zip. I am telling you, it zipped no problem. I'm like, holy moly. Anyway, loving that. Why did I bring that up though? Oh, I've met so many of you guys here in Disney, and it is so fun. So thank you to any of you guys that have come up and said hello. This morning we were at breakfast and we met a lovely, I think, woman and her daughter-in-law. So 2 lovely women. And you know who you are. They totally made our day because we were having a little bit of a rough morning. And one of them said, you smell so good. I was like, thank you so much. It's this Ali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I don't think this lasts really long throughout the day. So I should probably just start sticking it in my like purse bag. But, you know what I mean? Like day bag. But it smells so good. It smells so good, you guys. Anywho. Okay, where am I at in my process here? Okay, what I've been doing next is this Morphe mini bacon set. It's pretty inexpensive, especially for this mini size. I found it at Ulta. It's this brightening pink shade, but you guys know I love a pink powder for the under eye. I just love it. I have been using my messy little sponge, getting some on there, and I feel like this has helped my concealer stay so much better. Is tap it in, press that powder, and really get it up against the lash line. Because that is where I feel like it wears off so easily. It just looks, I mean, listen, I got bags under my eyes, okay? There's no denying, all right? I'm tired. But I just feel like it looks so much better with the powder. So I've been loving that. I've done that without fail every single time I've done my makeup here, and I feel like it has made a huge difference. I love it. And I'm really loving this powder. Bring it down a little bit. Amazing. Like I said, I know, I'm tired. You don't have to tell me. So tired. You need an SPF Lip Balm recommendation. The O'Keeffe's one. Amazing. There might be more than one. I'll find the exact one I have. It doesn't have that nasty taste to it, you know. If you've had an SPF Lip Balm and you get it in your mouth, you're like, oh, it doesn't have that. It feels like regular lip balm. It's incredible. So highly recommend. This one's probably, yeah, it's expired. I need to get a fresh one. They're not expensive. I just need to get a fresh one. I'm going to run the Benefit Brow Setter. It's just a clear brow gel. Like I said, everything I'm talking about, I'll link below for those curious. If you do purchase anything through those links, it does support me. It supports my channel. So thank you if you decide to do that. You do not have to. All right, listen, this is where we're getting into even more of my like long wearing makeup tips. So waterproof Lash Discovery Mascara. I love this. I don't always do lower lash line mascara. Typically you see me kind of like pull off any, gently, okay, but pull off any mascara, but I have been loving this because it's just a slight amount and it's waterproof. I mean, it does not budge. Again, it just stays so well. And this teeny tiny little brush, I mean, this mascara has been around for forever. I remember it when I was a kid, I feel like, but it does such a great job for that. So I feel like this is now a staple in my routine. It's just so perfect. So yeah, and I feel like that just kind of completes the eye look just enough. So, all right, this is where we get into the face stuff. So if I am doing it first thing in the morning, I will always do a powder bronzer and a powder blush. They will always be the thing that lasts longer, period, point blank. And so I, for the past few trips, have brought my TooFaced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Love the packaging, love the smell, very nostalgic for me. But it lasts really well. It lasts really well. Now, oftentimes when I'm touching up before the evening, because I know I won't be quite as sweaty, I'll go for this cream bronzer from Milani. I absolutely adore as well. So I always bring both. I'm going to show you my more long wearing version though, just because that's kind of what I'm wanting to show you. So 106 brush is the perfect size. I'll just kind of tap it in. I feel like this powder bronzer always makes me nervous because I'm like, ooh, I feel like you tap it in the wrong spot and it's just there. I guess I could have set my face first, but sometimes I feel like putting on a powder bronzer and blush without putting powder down first makes it so that it like really sticks to your foundation and doesn't budge versus sitting on top of a powder. Now, will it maybe be a little easier to apply on top of powder? Yeah, but just the way I've been doing it and it works pretty well. The only thing I would say is, you know, no matter what, if I'm sweating around the hairline a bunch, some of this is going to wear off. Like, I think that's pretty inevitable, but I do think this lasts pretty darn well. And at the end of the day, like to get anything to last longer, you can cover it in loose powder. That will always hold on to makeup, but eventually, like if it gets a certain amount of wet, like it will still, it's not going to beat up, you know what I mean, and be completely waterproof. But you kind of battle like a ton of powder, but then being in the sun and the way it looks. So that's kind of where I'm like, I try to toe the line and not be too overly powdered. Love that. And plus this is dark enough for me. I mean, this is a lighter bronzer, but it's dark enough that I can kind of make my face match my body a little bit better too. So the blushes I brought, this is the Kosas Blush is Life mineral one. This one's in Dreamland. I have absolutely been loving this, but I also brought this one. And you know what? The wear time on this has blown me away. It's a liquid blush. It's from Nudestix. It has an SPF though. And so I just think that's cool. Again, it's not going to be enough to like prevent your cheeks from being burnt. No, but again, any additional coverage, why not? So I think this lasts the longest on the cheeks, but this lasts a long time too. I haven't noticed it wearing off, but I've typically worn this like at night, you know. Is that thunder? You never can tell. It also could just be like a housekeeping card that just like was rolling above us. But we have a room that's facing the pool area. We've never done that. We love Pop Century. We stayed here and Art of Animation and the All Stars. We love all of them, but we never pay the little bit extra for the preferred like pool rooms. I have to say, it's a little bit extra. It's not like a crazy amount typically extra. But I have to say, I don't know that I'll go back because the resorts are big, right? Like there's no two ways about it. The resorts are big. I'm going to put this on because I want you guys to see it. It's so pretty. And the reality is like I might put this on and then put the powder blush on top just to, why not? This is the shade, by the way, Pink Sunrise. This is truly one of my favorite blushes. Look how pretty. I know this lighting is like washing everything out, but it's got enough transparency that it's like super easy to blend in. Okay, I think it's just people up above. It's probably a toddler like mine just like stomping around. Toddlers. You guys are like, okay, Jessica, if you talk about her one more time. Guys, it's been a week. It's been high highs, you know what I mean? But you know. Okay, what am I talking about? What was it? Oh, I don't think I could go back because the resorts are really big. And so when you're like in the mornings, you have your little resort mug. You want to go get really good coffee from the lobby because the coffee in the room is not great. I mean, I'll do it, but you know, I'd much prefer this. That walk, while Tyler does enjoy it, it's pretty far. And then like, oh, you know, we got groceries delivered, so we got to go, you know, all those kinds of little things. Or like every time you're catching the bus, you got to walk to the lobby. And when you get back at the end of the night, being able to, your room being right there, like that alone, but also like going to the pool. It's so funny, go out our door and like the pool's right there and there's like, it's so bright and happy and you hear like the trivia that they're doing and they got music playing. And I haven't felt like the noise level. There was only one night where I felt like I could hear some of it. We also have our sound machine, so maybe that's why. Also, we're so tired. I feel like we don't, we're just out. I read my Bible app and then I fall asleep. I usually will read like, I'm trying to read the Bible in a year. So I'll usually read like my Bible in a year readings for the night. And then sometimes I'll keep going. I'm trying to stay ahead because if I get behind, you know. But anyway, usually I'll do that and then I'll go to my Kindle and read until I fall asleep. But I don't think I've even gotten to the, no, I know I haven't because I'm starting a new book and I have not started the new book. I haven't even gotten to the Kindle reading stage because I have fallen asleep before I ever get there. Anyway, so yeah, that's what the blush looks like. It definitely has a little bit of a wet look, but I think it is so pretty. It is so pretty. So the powder I've been using is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Matte Velvet. I have makeup on the nail. Come on, Jessie. Oh, I think the 3-year-old's awake. So anyway, I just kind of tap it there. Oh boy, she's awake. I don't go crazy though. Like I definitely want to set it, but I don't want it to be such a thick layer, but you can. But the next step I think is going to help lock it in as well. You can still see, you know what I mean, a little bit of glow. But anyway, love this stuff. You could also go crazy and do a little SPF setting powder. This stuff is amazing. You can also put it in your part, you know, so you don't get burnt there. You can put it on top of your makeup. That's how it's meant to be used. Awesome little powder SPF tool. It was not her. It was the others. It was Thunder. I'm not crazy. They had to get out of the pool. Okay. So just to finish up, the only highlighter I brought is this one here, the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace. I've only used it at night because again, during the day, I feel like I get so shiny anyway, but it's so pretty. It's so natural looking. So again, in the sun, I feel like it doesn't look weird. Oh my gosh, so this shade, I'll put my shade below. I can't find it. And I know they're in wet clothes, so they're wanting to change really fast. Get in here. They're being so sweet. Honestly, you guys, lip-wise, I really have only worn lip balm. I have not, like I brought a L'Oreal lip gloss that I just recently got that's plumping. I brought a lipstick. I think I just brought Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick and lip liner. I really haven't worn it. It's just the nature of the beast, but it's nice to have. I also brought a red lip because sometimes I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that tonight for Epcot. We'll see. But the pièce de résistance here, okay, is this right here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible, what is it? 3-second setting mist. It's an aerosol spray. It smells like hairspray, okay. I don't think I would want to use this every single day if I didn't have to, but I do think it has made such a difference in my makeup wear time. So this is the one I was saying at the beginning, like, I really think it's made a huge difference. So we're going to hairspray our face. Got a nice, good coat. It truly smells like hairspray though. I can't stress enough that if that will absolutely bother you, it does. That's why I feel like, I'm like, I don't think I'd want to use it, but it doesn't make your skin, okay, I know my skin looks a little glowy. This lighting is, but it doesn't make your skin much glowier than what it was. You know, a lot of setting sprays, no matter what you do, it's always going to add that glow. This really doesn't. It kind of just sets everything exactly as it is. So I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys. My hair, I've just been this is literally air dried overnight hair. I just kind of hairsprayed it. And by the way, do I still have it? Yeah. This John Frieda Frizzies. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so good. I need to buy a full size. It's giving my Bedhead Masterpiece, which I have here, a run for its money. It feels so similar, and you guys know I've loved this for like a decade. Anyway, so I think today maybe I'll do a little some up and some down moment, but yeah. I'm interrupting this random part of the video to tell you, I get asked a lot about what I wear in Disney, and definitely my #1 recommendation is an athletic skirt. They're stretchy, they're comfy, there's shorts, so depending on the inseam you can get like longer ones, can prevent chafing, you're walking around a lot. I feel like out of all the things I've ever worn, especially in like a place where you're walking a lot, I'm always the happiest and the comfiest when I'm wearing an athletic skirt. So I can link some of my favorites below. Most of them are pretty inexpensive, but I just love them and wanted to share a quick little recommendation. So I hope this was enjoyable for you, maybe helpful if you're planning a trip or you're going somewhere really sweaty and you just need some tips, maybe specific product recommendations. But this was fun hanging out. I hope it was fun for you too. Again, I wanted to thank Aura for sponsoring a part of this video. Again, you can save on the perfect gift for Father's Day by going to auraframes.com to get $30 off their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURAframes.com. You can use my promo code Jessica, and you can support my channel by mentioning me at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.